We'll just do that. There we go. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Stay at Home Grow series from the Evolution magazine. The guys from Hoosier Sophisticate are joined by Beau Bradley from Growactive Solutions. We're going to talk about the Autogrowathon, your chance to win $25,000 in prizes, growing the Magic Melon cultivar from Humboldt Seed Company. We're going to have some fun tonight. Stick around for this word from our sponsors. We've now done this open 4 times. We got a little bit of trivia tonight. The person who answers the most trivia questions correctly is going to win. What do we got here, Steve? A bunch of nice little cannabis giveaways.
Sweet Leaf Emporium gave us a bunch of stuff. We got a piece of Jason Long art, a little pipe. We also got a butter maker, easy butter maker. We also got some.
Missouri Cannabis Industry Association is working for the cannabis industry that maintains local control over a free market full of genuine Missouri-owned businesses. This free market should facilitate access to quality medicine at affordable prices. We mention prices because we don't feel like it's adequate to simply have medical cannabis available. An adequate supply must be available at affordable prices so that patients can purchase as much medication as they need and aren't limited strictly by finances. We feel the best route to accomplish this is to lift total license caps for the industry because by doing so, natural market competition will create supplies and prices that are very patient-friendly. We are also working to amend the Missouri Constitution to allow for adult use cannabis, protect home growers' rights, and to expand the caregiver program so that your fine skills can help more people have access to the medicine they need. These initiatives sound appealing to you. We need your help. Your help will strengthen our voice and include your own. With memberships starting at $10 a month, check out mocia.org for more information on benefits and discounts. Now, sit back, relax with your favorite medicine, and enjoy the show.
You like weed? You think you can grow it? Then you better get your butt on down to the biggest 4-state grow competition the universe has ever seen. Listen here, Jack. You want a shot at winning 25 grand in prizes? Are you from the Grow Me State? Are you from Growclahoma? Are you from California to grow some good weed? Are you from Colorado? Good! Think you're the best grower in all the land? Prove it, Jack!
For details on how to enter the competition, go to Cannifest.com or reach out to the people at Hoosier Sophisticate or Evolution Mag.
Hey, whoa, wait a minute! Who gave this little pencil neck the microphone during my promo? Yeah, you little weasel! Get off my microphone, Jack!
My name actually is Jack.
Check out Cannifest.com, Cannifest.com.
Getting a medical marijuana patient recommendation just got easier with Elevate Holistics. Using HIPAA-compliant telemedicine software, Elevate Holistics enables patients like you to receive medical marijuana recommendations from the comfort of their own homes. Here's how it works. First, visit elevate-holistics.com to book your appointment using our online schedule. Then complete the intake forms in our confirmation email. Finally, visit with the doctor using the link in your confirmation email. It's that simple. Book an appointment today.
Taproot Agriculture is your answer for everything hemp. We bring years of experience in the hemp industry to help you from seed to sale and everything in between. We provide consulting, equipment rental, farming supplies, organic certification, and certified Missouri Department of Agriculture hemp sample testing. We have you covered with seeds, clones, and propagules to help you flourish in your hemp grow, whether it's for an indoor, outdoor, or greenhouse cultivation. Taproot Agriculture, providing the stability with knowledge and experience to help you grow your own roots in the hemp industry.
Please take a moment to acknowledge our network affiliates and streaming affiliates across the state of Missouri. The Home Grow series is made possible by the cooperation of many groups coming together to provide an educational platform for the community. We'd like to thank all our affiliates and sponsors, and will feature different groups each week. Now stay tuned for the Home Grow series, starting at 7 p.m., just moments ahead.
I pre-cut this shirt. Still won't rip. I pre-cut this shirt. Still won't rip. Hey, what's up, everybody? We're here at the Evolution. You might want to make that Hoosier Sophisticate thing. I got it all over your face there. You can put it in the corner if you want. I got it all over your head. What's up, everybody? Do we have a show for you tonight? Evolution Mag, Growactive Solutions, Hoosier Sophisticate, Beau, Craig, Steve. We're all here for you tonight. We're going to be answering your questions, but guess what? Guess what?
What's that, Steve?
We have trivia tonight, okay? And here's the deal. Here's the sweet deal. How do we make this sweet? How do we make this deal a sweet deal, okay? Did you unplug me? Plug that in, man. It's plugged in. Did this thing not even plugged in, right? Go to break this thing in two!
The wrestling promos have Steve all worked up. There you go, bud.
Ooh. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm losing my shit here. Guys, we're going to do trivia tonight because Sweet Leaf Emporium, I'm helping them with their social media, and they align with Hoosier Sophisticate on we want to end the war on drugs. We want to get everyone out of cages who are in cages. Every minute and second must be a year for these people who are inside cages. And we want to work with the Can of Convict Project, and we want to raise awareness. So we're going to ask 10 questions about pop culture, cannabis references. We're also going to ask 10 questions about kind of cannabis culture in general and all of that good stuff. So stick around. Here's what we got to give you. An easy butter maker. Hold that up, Beau. God dang. You're like, I could just eat you up. We got this thing. It's a mug, okay? It's a mug, but you can also go put a little. Can you believe that? Oh. Can you believe that? Can you believe? What are you doing over there? What are you doing over there? What are you flipping through over there? Craig's in the cockpit. He's flipping around over there. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I like the way he's flip-flopping around over there. He's got that crazy look. He's doing triangle face. Please stop doing triangle face. Triangle face scares me. Sorry. So we got these two things, and okay, so these are pretty cool. Sorry, I'm putting that in your spot. These are my favorite right here. These are the King Palm. Yes, King Palm. These are my favorite right here. They're hand-rolled, leaf, slow-burning, free of tobacco and additives. I love. I might just keep these. And these are some zigzag. These are some zigzag King Cones because everybody loves King Cone. King Cone ain't got nothing on me. That's little Denzel for you guys there. And this is my favorite part. The old toe pipe. This is a Jason Long piece here. Jason Long from Sweet Leaf Emporium. He made this. And he said, hey, you know what? Raise money or raise awareness. Do something good with this. And so I said, okay, we'll have this ridiculous trivia game, and we'll all play a game. And at the end, whoever answers the most questions correct gets this entire package. So I'm going to need in about 5 minutes, we'll ask the first question. Because tonight we're going to talk about the Autogrowathon. We are also going to get to know Beau a little bit. We've been hanging out a little bit more. I want to get inside your pants, your head a little bit. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, these mics are messed up. I like the first one. So we're gonna get into all that tonight. But in about 5 minutes, I want you to tag some of your friends, some of your people who might know a lot about cannabis culture and cannabis science, cannabis, the cannabis world in general. And thank you. Yes. Whoever answers the question first is going to get it. That means if your internet is dog shit, I'm sorry. If it doesn't pop up first on here, that's not our problem, Beau. Is that our problem? I don't think that's our problem at all. It's not our problem. Craig?
Not our problem.
Not our problem. Not my chair, not my problem.
Not my chair, not my problem.
Not my chair, not my chair, not my problem. Okay, guys. So you guys are tagging everybody. We got Is that not the best ever? Is that one of the best ever? Captain tying knots over here. Captain tying knots. If you haven't seen that video, there's a lizard. And what's it called?
Turn off what you're watching right now.
Turn this off. This is terrible.
Drinking out of cups.
Drinking out of cups that'll entertain you way more than this. You can come back to this in a minute. We'll still be here. You can go watch Drinking Out of Cups. It's a nice little break.
Frame of reference to our
nice
jokes.
little break. Seahorses forever. Okay. So here we go. We're going to do the trivia, but we're also going to talk about the Autogrowathon. So everybody tag your friends. You can win one of these. In about 5 minutes, we will start the trivia. Thank you to Casey Weedblog, Nate on Cannabis, Happy Rock Farms, Evolution Mag,
Cat King Films,
Cannifest Bowl Nationals,
Cannifest.com, Humboldt Seed Company,
Guitars on
Growactive
Walls,
Solutions.
Lights, Cups of
I love
Soda. Yeah, exactly. You get it. Beau, what do we got going on with this Autogrowathon? What's going on with it, man?
So the Autogrowathon is the first ever 4-state cannabis competition.
Okay.
So what that means is that everybody in these 4 states is going to be getting the same genetics. They're going to be getting the same autoflower seeds from the Humboldt Seed Company. And everybody in those 4 states are going to be growing them. They're all going to
My seeds were worse than the other dudes. That's why I didn't win. How are you going to solve that problem when that happens? My seeds weren't zebra striped like the other dudes. Mine looked like a thing that was like it wasn't a zebra.
Yeah. Humboldt Seed Company's taking care of all of that.
Okay, good.
They've taken care of and made sure that, all the seeds are right there. Plus, they do a very good job.
CRISPR?
Of their
CRISPR method?
consistency and, just
Pull that
how
mic
good
a
their
little bit
seeds
closer to your face there, Bo.
are.
You can turn them up a little bit too. You're the sound guy. I mean, he can.
All right, yeah, here we go. Okay.
Yeah. You don't want to get too close. Go ahead and smell it, dude. Bo, smell the microphone cover, dude. It's gross, isn't it? No, I clean them.
A little bit.
I spray. It's not that bad, dude. I was just messing with you. Okay, so you saw the commercial at the beginning.
Yes.
It's a 4-state competition. Anything like this? Has this ever happened before? And
Not where everybody in the 4 states is going to be basically doing the same thing at the same time and being judged all in one platform. So we've also been able to partner with a lab that is in each one of the states.
okay.
So that way we can certify the testing is being done the same. It's not going from this lab to this lab.
How are you gonna pick the nug? Like each person gets to pick their best nug?
You get to pick what you turn in.
You get to pick your best one.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the idea is
man.
for you to maybe try growing a couple different ways. You can experiment with maybe what you're feeding them or your growing medium, different kinds of lights.
They all get the same nutrients.
What do you mean?
Like, are they giving a package away where they're like, you can only use these nutrients?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
No, because in our opinion, right, this is the only way to really have a cannabis competition. Other competitions where people are growing their genetics and bringing them in is really cool. But that's really a competition of who has the best friend. Right? Where were you sourcing these genetics from? Did your buddy just give you a cut and then you just have like the best strain? Yeah. Or, it's kind of like just it's kind of just like, who's got the best, it's not really a growing competition. When everybody
it's a showing competition.
Yeah, exactly. When you're dealing with the same genetics, then that's actually a place where we can talk about growers. What's the difference between this guy who's growing in soil and choosing to use all organics to this person who's growing in hydroponics and uses a mineral-based fertilizer or a salt-based fertilizer.
This is like a damn science experiment.
Yeah, what do you do with your lighting? There's different people out there that experiment with lighting, and that's a whole thing with autoflowers is how do you treat those with light? A lot of people will tell you 18 hours of light and 6 hours off. Some people run them for 20 hours and then 4 hours off. Some people leave their lights on 24 hours. So there's a whole lot of stuff that you can do. Time, color manipulation. So there's all kinds of different things that grower specifically can do in his garden to try and edge his way on the competition. You know, terpenes and THC are, you know, what you're being critiqued on. So some of these guys that are using big hot lights, right? Somebody that's using like a nice cool LED and kind of going small and slow and steady, they might be able to produce a higher terpene percentage rather than burning up all those terpenes trying to grow big buds, you know? So this isn't who can grow the biggest buds, you know? And it's not who just has the best buds. It's really, you know, who can really dial in and come up with the best quality of buds, you know, between all of these states, you know, and they can all be grown differently. Are you growing outside, you know? So us here in Missouri, we can grow outside, you know? So are you going to be growing these in your greenhouse out here? Or are you going to be growing them inside? Out in Cali,
I'm not telling you.
Colorado.
I'm not telling anybody right now. I'm not telling anyone right now.
Yeah.
How many teams from each state can participate?
So there is, how I understand it, is in the 4 states, there is approximately, 20 stores? Oh, no, I'm sorry. 5 stores per state.
Okay.
Yep. And so...
Does that only mean 5 teams per state?
Basically, yes.
Okay.
So each store is kind of like linked with a team. Now, if you have like your own team or your own sponsor that you want to compete as, then you definitely can. So like, you know, JJ's Tires could have their own team and they could sponsor, you know, a grower or 2 or however many that they want to, and they could be on like the JJ's Tires teams.
Media ought to maybe sponsor.
What'd you think?
Put together a little dream team.
What'd you think? A little dream team?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
hey, real quick, can we take it real basic? Can you explain the difference between autoflowers and, I guess,
and photoperiod cannabis?
Yes.
Yes,
Thank
absolutely.
You.
So autoflower cannabis is comes from it's so instead of being like indica or sativa, autoflowers is called ruderalis, and they are generally come from what I know, they predominantly come from Russia. Okay. And that's where you're dealing with, up in those northern latitudes, you deal with long day and long nights. So the growing cycle there being like their summer, they would have the long days. So autoflower cannabis does not need the change in season to start to bloom. So, you know, here when you're going outside, you know, as we start to increase time as we come up to the summer solstice, right? The days become longer. And then it starts to count down from there. We start to go back to shorter days, right? Yeah. So every minute, basically every day of daylight. So once you come into about like, you know, August here, so right around now, everybody's going into flowering. Just started to go into flowering. You know, it's just happening right now. So with that, you don't...
Harvest time.
Yep. Coming up pretty soon.
I love Harvest Moon.
Yep. But
a good Harvest Moon. I don't know.
I just went to Neil Young on this Harvest Moon. All right. So so they don't need the change in daylight in order to flower.
Because they're from Russia, right? Sorry, I was kidding. Make fun of
I do not know their political views.
So cool? Yeah.
I cannot speak for the autoflower.
It's all about freedom, baby. That's what they're about. So forget that.
But well, really, kind of autoflower is about freedom. And to wrap it up, kind of cool is that's what I personally find really neat about autoflowers. Is they give us some freedom in this cannabis space. So whether I have a little bit of extra room in my vegetative area that I normally can't flower in, right? Now I can throw some autoflowers in there. Maybe I do a run of some regular seeds and I come up with some males. Well, now I can just pop some autoflowers in their spot and I can still have a harvest right along with those maturing females. Outside, you're able to get in multiple runs per year. So they're really fun and they really are about freedom. They're kind of, you know, a lot of the old heads in cannabis have been pushing away autoflowers for a long time. Me being one of them.
Okay.
Right? You know, when I started, when autoflowers first started coming around, they weren't what they are today. We'll put it that way. And they were this new thing. Like, no.
Kind of a dirty. It was kind of a dirty word.
Yeah.
Like autoflower. Remember that? And people were like, "Don't say
gross.
that."
Yeah.
I remember they say that all the time. Ew.
And then now they're you can do some really, really awesome stuff with some autoflowers. Like there's some really awesome breeders out there that are doing some really cool things with autoflowers.
I mean, they're still just growing a plant. They're not like, curing cancer. Oh, wait a minute. Little shout out to Aubrey Strong. We heard some awesome information. We have a little girl fighting cancer. Was she 4? 3 years old?
3 years old, brain cancer, yeah.
Fighting brain cancer. The parents decided, which this is one of the most messed up things. The doctors can't even really discuss it with them, so they have to, use their best judgment and their gut to where we need the science. We're doing a science experiment with this growing right now, and doctors are finding in other countries that cancer can possibly help in all aspects of cancer, from appetite to feeling better to actually possibly making the tumors shrink.
Yeah.
So you could really be growing something that is so special and important. If you don't follow Aubrey Strong, follow the page on Facebook. What a beautiful family. Craig, when is that washer tournament? That
September 26th here in St. Louis. We're going to try and raise, we're going to try and raise as much money as we can.
You can look at the camera. You don't have to look at us because
no,
look
it's
in
just
your
you
ear.
guys on
They
the
look
camera.
in your ear the
They
whole
don't see
show.
me at all, but they're looking at you.
Oh, shit. Okay. I was just for further notice.
Further reference. 26th, the Spanish Society. We're going to try and raise a bunch of money, but cannabis has made it so that they couldn't believe the report that basically the large tumor had completely melted off of her brain. There's just very little left. So, you tell people stories like that all the time. It tends to make allies, I mean, whatever they believe in, higher power, whatever, I mean, cannabis is this great connector that
totally,
when they see, family members and little kids healed by a plant, all of a sudden their tune changes a little bit.
Tiffany Jones just did a video, I think, with someone who helped heal their brain cancer with cannabis. Jessica Evans, she's been very vocal about her treating her cancer with cannabis. I mean, this is a big deal, and the problem is, it's like, oh, I say it, and I'm like, what do you know, really, guy? What do you know? I don't know nothing. But I asked my buddy, my best buddy going, who, but my number one guy from high school, dude, Tommy B. He went to med school. So I'm 26, and I'm like, is cannabis a medicine? Is it a medicine? Am I being duped? Do I want to believe that? I just want to believe it because I like it so much. And I asked him, I go, you ever heard of the endocannabinoid system? And he goes, nope, never heard of it. And then we looked up how many med schools teach about the endocannabinoid.
At that time, it was only like 8 schools in the country even mentioned it.
Unbelievable. Yep. And I was like, dude, you've gone like 7 years of school. You're in deep with schools. You know what I mean? Like the mafia. You better watch your back. The schools come looking for you. They're coming to get you. And they failed to mention any hours on nutrition and anything about the endocannabinoid system. I asked him. He's like, it's basically learning a bunch of big words. He's like, a lot of it is learning big words for what to call actual parts of the body and learning how it all works. I'm like, they should probably start working on that in grade school. Like just working on, I remember I had one health class where I'm like, oh, that's interesting how the body works. I'm really interested. And they're like, yeah, okay. Back to other stuff that's, I'm going to roll out the TV on the old, remember they used to roll out the TV on that thing and you'd hear that thing and you're like, oh, dude, remember that?
I do. Hey, real quick.
Beau,
can you, okay, so let's talk about how they get in here, some dates to remember for the Autogrowathon. August 31st is the deadline to sign up.
Yes, so sign up. Sign up now.
You can go to Cannifest, it's with an I, CANNIFEST.com. If you follow them along on Instagram, you'll kind of see everything that's going on with them.
Cannifest or Growactive Solutions.
You can go to the desktop view probably if you want to.
Yeah. Immaculate Seeds.
I don't know if I have that on there. I don't. But you could add it real quick if you want to do.
Good.
I'm good on that. It would really be good.
$10,000 in champ prizes to the winner. I think it's a total of $25,000 being given away. There's an all expenses paid trip to Humboldt.
Yep.
B&B. $2,500 in grow gear from the sponsors of the event. I think there's a nutrient starter kit that's involved in your entry, right? I think it's $420 to enter.
So there's 420 growers, and then it is $420 unless you can get a sponsor. So like how we were talking, like JJ's Tires, they could sponsor somebody and pay that entry fee. In the box that you're going to be getting seeds, you are going to be getting Roots Accelerator from House and Garden, and then there's going to be a bunch of other stuff that's going to come into it as well over time, and some of that's the contents of the box is a mystery.
Sure.
Ooh, I like mysteries.
Yep. But then also that's going to pay for your lab testing. So all the contestants will be getting their results from the lab, so they can see exactly, how they did it, and if anybody, has competed in the Immaculate Seed Cultivation Classic that we just had, it was really cool that we were able to actually provide lab sheets. So directly from the laboratory, their data had a little picture of everybody's flower and their sample number and the complete breakdown and all the terpenes.
Oh, man.
So, you'll be able to get all of that information as well. And then also, the whole Growathon is also going to benefit Conscientious Alliance.
Yeah.
Conscientious Alliance is somebody who I know that we have kind of worked with for a long time as far as the Growactive team and the Cannifest team. Awesome. So even years and years ago, I used to work with Conscientious Alliance. I know Steve from Cannifest had also done the same thing. We used to set up hydroponic setups inside of a concert, right there, in the venue, right, at the merch table. And Conscientious Alliance, we always teamed up with them because they're all about feeding families in need.
No doubt.
And so being that we are in the agricultural space, that is one thing that sometimes in the cannabis world we forget. But really when it boils down to it, we're in the agricultural field,
Sure, man.
And smoking is nice, but you got to eat first,
Yeah. Edibles, for sure. I get you.
Munchies.
Yeah, I get you.
But again, there's also...
Farmers, man. You guys, the farmers, the most... the first job ever, the first thing people had to, we better put some seeds in the ground.
Definitely.
Otherwise, we're going to be, our tummies are going to be
I think we were
rumbling.
nomads before we started farming.
What? Okay, so they found elk and rode caribou, like the guy from Alone. Yeah. I don't know what they did. Okay.
Jeffrey Kush Coach Major says, Colorado growers, I'm your pickup location. Well, let me tell you something, Jack.
Missouri rules, Jack. Missouri's going to win this thing. Nice.
It's a big deal to feed kids right now, too.
Yes.
School being...
With schools
no doubt.
being out. That's a big deal. A lot of times that was some kids, they're like, man, that's my only meal, getting that lunch.
Absolutely.
That's huge. Imagine trying to learn and take care of some siblings and just go through the turmoil of being a kid in middle school on an empty belly.
Yep.
That's so huge. That's the Conscientious Alliance, right?
Yes.
And I'm sure you can find them on
I think it's
Facebook.
Conscious Alliance, actually.
The Conscious Alliance?
Conscious Alliance. It's String Cheese Incidents.
Yes.
Yes.
Nonprofit.
I've been pronouncing
Well,
that wrong for 10,
Yeah,
15
yeah,
years.
yeah.
Did you see how sure he was? of
Hooked on
himself?
phonics doesn't work for me.
Well, if
so.
Steve was going to give out socials, so I figured we better not.
I'm
sit on
yeah,
the rabbit
that,
hole.
dude. Don't.
Thanks for
I
having my
turned
back
it
there,
into a
Craig.
shtick because
Yeah.
I'm so terrible at it. I meant to mess up that name. Ha ha.
Yeah, but they do a lot of work in the jam band community.
That's
One
awesome.
really big, they do a lot of work with String Cheese Incident. I know that they've done really a lot of work with a lot of them. The Disco Biscuits,
Awesome.
and one of my favorite posters is a Conscientious Alliance poster. I had to bring a brown paper bag of canned goods to a Disco Biscuits concert to get the special poster. But yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
And
really
they do stuff like that in the scene, and it's really nice. It's really refreshing. It's really different than what sometimes might surround those scenes, you know what I mean? The party aspect and everything, and it kind of keeps you grounded. And then, you know, they've had our backs, and we want to have theirs, and we want to make sure that, you know, everybody's eating, especially right now. Just what's going on, how you're saying, like schools and stuff like that, you know, around the country, school's not even a guarantee right now. A lot of kids are
missing meals, man.
Yeah, and so with that, if school's your one meal a day, and you're not going to school, then, you know, how can we bring food to some of these families?
And they buy it at wholesale so much that, like, if we raise 10 grand, it gets 30,000 meals.
Yeah.
It's an insane.
Yeah, it's a trucklood. $10,000 buys a truckload.
It's 30,000 meals on a truckload. Oh my God. So we're gonna. I told they said we want to raise 10 grand. I'm like, you don't know the Hoosiers guy.
Yeah, I think
grand, at least.
I think the Cannifest, our goal is 2 truckloads.
That'd be awesome.
But I would love to get. I think we should be able to get 5. Yeah, I think 5 easy. We should be able to do in this cannabis community.
Let's do it. If it's one thing that I love about the cannabis community, it's how
charitable.
Yes, how warm and caring a lot of them are. And I think that's some of the divide of what's going on in the community now. It's like, don't let all these stiff suits come in here and ruin the thing. Because the thing I fell in love with was when you didn't have a little bit of nug back in the day and your buddy sprinkled you a little, just like, hey, man, here's for a little nighttime deal going before you go to bed. I know you have trouble sleeping. Here you go, man. And you're like, oh, thank you. That is so selfless. The selflessness of the cannabis community is huge. But it takes all types. It takes all types of people to get in here. That's how we deal with those people. You keep being more and more selfless.
How about this for an idea from Jeffrey again? Jeffrey Kushkos Mages. He says, "I'd love to see hydro stores do a veggie grow off. All the food grown goes to food banks and needy families. Store with the highest weight and produce wins." So
So whoever grows the biggest cucumber.
Whichever store gets the most produce over the whole grow wins.
Oh, whoever grows the biggest eggplant?
Maybe.
Parmesan?
I don't think you can grow the Parmesan part. I would have a ton of Parmesan plants if that was possible.
Awesome. You guys don't know farming.
Cheese plants would be great.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
You could grow the broccoli. I just wanted to grow the cheese whiz tree.
Craig, probably you yelling into your own microphone.
No, I'm good.
Well, now you are because you're talking.
But yeah, no, that's an awesome idea.
No, it's him. Now he's yelling into the microphone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's not your fault. Remember earlier when he told you to get a little bit closer to it? Now I see it.
Because I turned him up again.
Guys, are you ready for it? It is trivia time.
Time for our first trivia question. This is the deal. This is our chat board up on the side of the screen here. Up on this side of the screen. Over here. Over here. Over this direction.
Yep.
So your answer has to pop up first over there. And we're going to try to keep a tally of who has answered. We need everyone's help on this. We need everyone who's watching. If you're in now,
you're on your own, Craig.
Questions.
You're on your own.
Maybe grab a pen and paper, Beau. Maybe grab a pen and paper. I don't know.
All right. I got it.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to give you your first trivia question here in a second. And what we're going to do is tally who gets the most right answers by the end. So you could answer 2 off the bat and stop watching and maybe win with 2. I wouldn't advise that because some of these questions are real easy, and I left those at the end. So the people who watch till the end are gonna clean up. Is one person? How many things we got? Is one person gonna win the butter maker?
Yeah, they are.
Yes, they are. And then that one person is also that same person is also gonna win this. Look at that.
Same person.
Same person, bro?
The same person. An insane person.
Okay.
The same person.
Okay.
Is what I meant.
They're
also going to win. This is a piece of art.
Okay. You with this camera.
That's going to get it.
If you guys ever tune into our show on Mondays, you'll understand this. You'll understand this bit as you've seen it 1,500 times.
Is that not going to focus?
It's not going to focus. You know why? Because you're sitting behind it. It's all good. There we go. Looks great. Looks great. It's a great camera, bud. You can just give it.
Can they see that?
Yes, they can see it so well.
Okay. And these. I said, Jason, what do you want to do? He says, I want to end the drug war. And I said, well,
we're going to have a message from Canna Convict Project here. I guess maybe after the first 10 questions.
Someone tag
halftime?
them. Someone tag them and put them in the comments so people, the Can of Convict Project, so everyone can go follow them right now. Because that is a big deal. People have
agree.
forgotten about the people behind bars. Craig
agree.
and I have each listened to podcasts that
guys.
have been heartbreaking, some documentaries just about our criminal justice system. And I paid too much attention to the
Bo,
drug people.
Is this one of your questions? If it's one of your questions, I won't ask it. But hey, Bo, if you had to take a guess, how many people got arrested or was put behind bars for cannabis last year?
I should probably know this.
I just found out. Take a stab.
Put behind bars.
Yep, arrested and put behind bars last year.
Over 700,000.
Bang.
Bang.
On the nuts. On the nuts, dude.
I thought I heard that number before, so
It's
I'm glad I went
insane.
with that one. But
It's
that's
insane.
horrible. I didn't want to be right.
No doubt.
700,000 in cages, boys.
Yep.
Where I couldn't imagine. You think I'm going to do well in there? It's like my biggest fear. I mean, I'm going to do real well, too well.
Oh, you're a
in
commodity in there,
I'm
bud.
the commodity in
You
there.
are I mean, for a week
I'm a
or
pack
so.
of cigarettes, dude. I'm worried about it. It's not going to be good. Like, that's my biggest fear. Just getting scooped up, too. Just being like, nope, you don't have a trial. And your lawyer said, yeah, we'll get to you here in a little bit. Because that's a lot of things. How many people did they say in that Rogan podcast were awaiting trial?
Nationwide, Clay.
70% of people, like, in part of that were awaiting trial?
Oh, yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, well, I mean,
bail
the
turns out
government's
to
been
be a
shut
big
down
part
now
of it.
for...
Yeah. Cash bail, like I just found out about that whole racket. Like, that's
Oh,
insane.
yeah.
Oh, and bail bondsmen, I was always like, who are these people? Okay,
Hey,
Craig.
you
real
get
quick,
that gig?
because we just before we segue
Sure.
into it, we said sign up is by the 31st.
Yes. Yes.
On
at
the 7th, you'll go to
Cannifest.com.
your regional outlet. You'll pick up all your gear.
Yes.
So wherever
You'll pick
that
up your
might be.
starter box. All the starter boxes are all going to be sealed and all that. They're all going to get shipped out directly to the shops.
They got 6 Magic Melon autoflower seeds, House and Garden nutrient starter pack, and some swag.
Some Roots Accelerator.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because again, you don't have to use House and Garden. You know, House and Garden, they might be, they're our friends. They might be sponsoring it, but you do not have to use them. So we just wanted to start everybody off with something good that we knew to kind of get everything off on a good starter level. But no, by no means do you even have to use that, or do you have to use their nutrients.
Okay. So, and then by December 19th and 20th, grow the best dank and your best sample drop off at your team's location. So that'd be the same location, probably?
Yeah, right. So wherever you go to pick up your seeds. So every city has a store, right? And then that store also has a team. And then that's your pickup and your drop-off location. So
Okay.
for here in St. Louis, it's Growactive Solutions.
Okay.
Over in KC, I believe it's Happy Rock Farms.
Yep.
So, that's where you can go and get all your starter packs. And then you're going to drop off your samples right back to them.
Okay.
There's some other stores here in the state, too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't know which ones.
Happy Rock Farms is a sign up in KC.
Yep.
They're part
Tag
of
'em,
this all
baby.
of our- they're getting tagged in the
Tag them, babies.
in the deal. So you got until so here's a rookie question. You're gonna pick these pick everything up on the 7th. Ideally, seeds in the ground on the 7th, like your setup's just ready to go. Is that what's your normal as a grower? What would I be looking forward to growing as far as like from seed to harvest?
To smokable product?
Yeah, and then plus cure. So I mean,
Yeah.
is that? Do you
I
have
would like to know
ample
that, too.
time from September 7th to December 20th?
So, if I'm correct with this, I want to say that the Magic Melons are about 70 days, 65, 75 days, somewhere in there, from seed to harvest.
Okay.
So now, how you plan out your calendar?
2 months? Two and a half months?
Yeah, that
Crazy,
quick.
dude.
2.5
That
months.
quick. I think that the Hoosiers should really do one. I
How
think that this
much?
corner right here, right over my shoulder,
I don't know what he's talking
is
about.
perfect.
It ain't perfect.
I
Yeah,
think
wherever
that
we're at in the
Hoosiers should do
studio.
one, and then Growactive will sponsor you guys. I'm just gonna throw that
Let's
out
do it.
there.
All right, I'm in.
Let's do it.
I think that needs to happen.
Let's do it. We'll document the whole
I'm in.
thing.
Yeah.
And we're going to...
Grow better weed than anybody in the 4-state tri-county area, big boy.
I'm in.
Hold on, this thing's pre-ripped. You made good shirts, Craig.
Yeah, I do.
These things will not rip.
Taking all kinds of free commercials. Hey, let's get on into the trivia.
Let's do the trivia. All right, guys.
Oh, January 16th. They're gonna let everybody know
What?
who wins at the CBN 21 award ceremony and after party. Find out who wins the Autogrowathon.
Yeah. So you have up
January,
until
we'll find
December 19th to grow everything. And then we need time to test it and do all the paperwork,
Okay.
Jeffrey
and then there's
Kush
going to be
Coach.
the Cannifest Expo as well. So this will be a virtual expo. That way everybody can be a part of it and be, all in it at the same time across the 4 states. And then the award ceremony will happen on there. And it's going to be pretty cool.
Awesome, dude.
I got one thing to say to you, Jeffrey Coach Mages. You've been messing around these parts too long. I saw your lady friend the other night. She had a frown on her face. So I had to send my friend over there, Mr. Kohler, because he gives them all a stutter. And the next day I saw your lady, and she couldn't get a sentence out, brother. We're coming to Colorado. We're going to own the day.
I'll ruin him, Jeffrey Kush. I'll ruin him. And I apologize to people's stutters. I realize that's like a real... I'm sorry. I was just saying. It was a sexual thing. It was a sexual thing. Like sometimes when I'm like, oh, I can't talk well. Just like riding a bike. Seriously, I couldn't talk after riding a bike. Let's play some trivia, guys. All right. Hey, here's the deal. Craig's in charge of a lot going on over here, so we're gonna hit him with question 1, and he's just gonna type in the answer after we see it in the comment area. So tag your friends. Whoever wins at the end wins the prizes. Craig, hit him with question 1. Name one of the 2 pipes mentioned in the movie Half Baked. So you can add a text, so you can plus text if you want.
weren't kidding. I thought you were kidding.
You can. I mean, you don't have to. I wouldn't do it if I were you, because that's on a different scene anyway. You're on a different scene anyway.
Okay.
So it's like,
Okay.
All right. We'll just let them do it.
Name one of the pipes mentioned in the movie Half Baked.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Oh, we got to go back to the comments, right?
I can see him.
Oh, he can see him. So Craig's in
We got
charge.
smack talking between states. Let's get that going.
All day.
I can transition back. We don't have to.
Colorado
keep that up
can kiss my butt.
Oh, Wesley Pipes, Julie Varela. That's
Julie
a
Varela.
ding,
Write
ding,
down
ding,
Julie
ding.
Varela. Who can name the other one? Can either one of you guys name the
Billy
other
Bong.
one? Billy
Thornton.
Bong.
Oh, yeah.
Thornton. Yes. Woo! Okay. We'll go through about 5 right now, then we'll get more into Beau. We're going to get into his life, do 5 more. How's that sound?
That's great.
All right, here we go. You ready? In the film Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, what kind of animal do they kidnap?
In the film Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, what kind of animal do they kidnap?
All right, let's see what they got here, because we're on kind of a delay, and you got to have good internet. If you got crap internet, if you're on a Cricket wireless phone, I don't know if that's going to work for you here, okay? And I need
Aaron
that.
Kale says monkey.
Nope, I'm going to need the exact.
Abby Litherland.
No,
says
I'm going to
monkey.
need the
I
type.
appreciate it.
I am going to need the type, okay? Because it is a very specific type of ape, I believe.
What?
Do you think I'm giving it away by saying that?
Orangutans. Lucas
Yeah,
Renati.
there we go.
Yes,
Craig
by
immediately
you
grabs
saying
his pen.
by you saying no, it's not a monkey. It's an ape.
I'll play this game however I want. I will play this game however I want. I made this game up before the show. I'll play it however I want. I left room to type stuff in there. I ran out of time. That's why they're off center there. Okay, this is one of my favorite movies of all time. Who is the actor who says, I feel like a slice of butter melting on a big old pile of flapjacks? Yeah. In the movie Pineapple Express. I'm looking... That's one of my favorite scenes.
It's a great scene.
Any movie ever.
Who is the
read
actor?
it. Yeah, read it again.
Who says, I feel like a slice of butter melting on a big old pile of flapjacks in Pineapple Express. The actor.
The actor's name, not
Yes.
the character's
Not the character.
name.
Who is the actor?
actor. He has a very small role in it. Are we getting anybody with the right answer? Because the people with the slow internet, they are going to lose this terribly.
Private.
Terribly.
Greg B. Miller, incorrect. James Franco, also incorrect.
How are we going to decide the tiebreaker? Just a random number. I'm going to say random name generator. On a tiebreaker, we're going to do a random name generator. I'm sorry.
Coin flip.
Bill Hader, Julie Varela.
Julie Varela with the
gate.
spot. Oh, baby. I'm sorry. I'm yelling into this thing. I'm excited. I am excited. This one's tough. This one is maybe the toughest one of the night. This is going to be how fast you can type.
Yeah, no doubt. That's what we're gonna. I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, you are rocking back and forth.
I gotta be looking at the. I mean, this one they're gonna come in fast.
Ready, set, go. What famous comics star in the movie Up in Smoke? We will take their nicknames. You know,
yes, for sure.
Yes, we'll take their nicknames. What famous comics star in the movie Up in Smoke? You know this one, right, Beau? Yeah, Beau knows this. Beau knows this one.
Beau knows bonobos.
Beau knows hydro and bonobos. There's two answers to that.
Oh, Cheech and Chong. There's Aaron.
Who said it? Who's got up there first?
Is the first one.
Who got
on
it?
Here. The three
went boom, boom, boom.
Three of them came in, but Aaron K. Ole is the one that is first in the feed.
Okay.
So on the board, you can put him on the board.
Put him on the board. He's on the board. Put him on the glass. Put him on the glass. Remember that video? That was a great video. Hey! Keep it down up there. I'm working. Daddy's working down here. We're doing trivia. All right. Daddy's working, and we got question numero 5. What does Farva order for a drink at the restaurant in Super Troopers?
What does Farva order for a drink at the restaurant in Super Troopers?
That's a lot of prepositions.
It's a lot of Christian Brothers teach you? That's not very Lasallian.
I tried.
Oh, Aaron K. Ole, leader of
Already.
Leader of Cola. He
did
messed
not.
around.
No, he did not get that one that fast.
That came in real hot.
Yeah.
How did he get that one? What kind of internet is he working with?
He's on Google
Is he on
Fiber.
dial-up?
He's on
Yeah.
Google Fiber.
Is he on dial-up?
He's on
He's
Fiber.
got that AOL.
Question number 6.
All right, well, let's do the first 10. As I said, we're gonna do 5, 5, and 5, but it's cool. No, we're gonna do 10. This is too good.
Well, I haven't gone to it yet. Do you want to take it?
No, this is too good. This is too good. This is too good.
Question number 6. Who wrote the song?
Are you gonna transition it before you do it?
Who wrote the song? Burn One Down. Who wrote the song? Burn One Down.
Let us burn one from end to end. We're gonna play the song for you guys real quick and pass it over to me. Craig, go back to the other screen, damn it. And let it burn, die slow. Light me up before
Ben
I
Harper,
go.
Abby Liberland Nash.
Abby Liberland Nash.
Is there any way
Well
anybody
done.
can with I like when Aaron wins because he's got a 3-letter last name. What do I got here? What is this name here? It's a hyphenated Litherland. Hang on a second.
That's like Kush Coach. It's like Kush Coach over there. I'm gonna take you off there because he's got you all. He's got a hot mic over to you. Don't. He's not looking right now. So
Okay.
he's not looking. We're gonna do whatever we want.
All right.
All right. So we are on question. That's question 6. Let's do a little. What are the scores? One person has 2. Everybody else has 1.
Right now you have 2 with 2 and 2 with
2.
1. Julie Varela's got 2. Aaron K. Ole has 2. Lucas Renati has 1, and Abby Litherland Nash has 1.
Okay. And we should have told you we are not going to deliver this package, so you're gonna have to come get it. No, I'm joking. We will deliver this thing.
All right. Question 7.
I don't know about this one. I don't know. See how hip this crowd is. Wait, no. It's not really hip anymore.
You're old as time. What artist performed a tune called Blueberry Yum Yum? Real topical.
Blueberry yum
Wow,
yum.
this one I don't know.
No reasonable adult knows. Whoa.
Blueberry yum yum. I can remember where I was the first time I heard that song, dude.
Ludacris.
Somebody got it immediately.
Ludacris. Aaron K. Ole. Oh, no. Jeffrey. Kush Coach Mages is the first one with Ludacris.
Let me tell you something, brother. Last time I hung out with Ludacris, he said, Tell Kush Coach to forget I ever existed. I wouldn't have made music if I would have known Kush Coach was going to listen to it. Never in my life have I seen someone from Colorado, Colorado, come up to me and say, I can grow better weed than you, man. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I've been sick of it, Kush Coach. You're done. You're done in this town.
All right. Question 8.
Oh, what was the game they were developing in Grandma's Boy?
I remember
the game they were developing
I remember
in
it.
Grandma's Boy?
I remember it. This is a toughie. I said the easy ones were at the end. I lied to everybody so they'd stick around. I just lied. I didn't have any.
The 3 of us tried to figure this one out before the show.
I know. We're like, no, I had to look it up. I had to look this up. I'm getting text in the middle of this.
Oh, Grace, I saw some of your answers coming in there.
Grace says check and ching. Check and ching.
They're coming up way late. Bill Handler. She's like,
Bill Handler? That's my favorite thing of all time. Grace is my favorite person. What was the game they were developing?
What was the game? Nobody knows this one. Oh, nobody knows this one. I think Aaron Cahill's on the set. There it is. Oh, Julie Varela sneaks in.
Demonic?
Oh, it is demonic with a K. Julie Varela.
I said demonic. I thought it was demonic.
Demonic?
Because it's with a K.
Demonic?
Demonic.
I'm so dumb, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Julie Varela swings out into the lead.
What does she have?
Can read.
I can't read good. What is the?
Here we go.
What are the scores?
Question 8. We've got Julie Varela with 3, Lucas Renati with 1, Aaron Cahill with 2, Abby Little and Nash with 1, and Jeffrey Kush Coach Mages with 1.
Oh, that guy.
That guy. All right.
Hit him with number 8. Is that 8? Yeah, that's 8. Hit him with number 9.
What was the? Just
number
kidding.
8. Everybody's gonna get that one.
Ha! Just kidding. What movie was once propaganda but now is looked at like a cult classic? That's wide open.
That was Beau.
Leaves a lot of room for
interpretation. No. It was actually.
I got it.
Yeah, it was actually a propaganda film.
What movie was a propaganda
You're
film?
just gonna have to
there
read
it is.
our minds.
Dominic Foster comes in hot with Reefer Madness.
Yep.
Good job. Good question,
Guys,
Beau.
it's anybody's game because we've still got, 11
10 more.
questions?
Yeah, 11 more.
Dominic Foster is on the board. All right. Here we go, guys. Question 10, and then we're going to take a little break.
Two-parter. This is a two-parter.
Oh, it's a two-parter.
Yeah. This is the other one I helped with.
This is Beau's other question.
All right, here we go.
He's not allowed to answer this one.
Two-parter. Who did Jim Brewer buy in a bag, and who did he buy it from in the film Half Baked? Who did Jim Brewer buy in a bag, and who did he buy it from
That's such a stupid
in
question.
the film Half Baked? No, I think people will get it.
Yeah, I know, but it's just like the way to describe it. He bought someone in a bag, and it was from someone of some worthiness.
Who did Jim Brewer buy in a bag,
Who do
and
we
who
got?
did he
Who's
buy
gonna-
it from in the film? Oh,
Okay,
that's half
one part
of the
of it.
answer.
Oh,
That's
why are
half
you
of the
telling
answer.
them? Don't tell him
It's
that.
got to be. And who did he buy it from?
Oh, wow. Someone just has
And
two
who
of them.
did he buy it
Joe,
from?
what? Okay, they just say, oh, nope. Snoop is.
No,
Jerry Garcia and Snoop
Oh,
is.
come on,
everyone.
come
We
on,
all
guys.
got this as soon as I said
yes,
it, too.
I did. Yes, I got it immediately. Come on, guys. You got this. Come on. Think of another famous Garcia.
A few of you are half correct.
Jerry
They're saying
Garcia,
Jerry Garcia from Snoop, but that's not.
No.
A lot of
Snoop
people are
was just
saying
a
it, though.
scavenger smoker.
No,
Yeah, yeah.
Snoop just comes up on the porch.
He's just a scavenger smoker.
Yep. No, not that. I said the answer.
Can we give him a hint?
Just saw the answer.
Should we give him one hint?
Yep. Jerry Garcia from Andy Garcia.
Yep. His brother, man.
Andy Garcia. And Andy Garcia is a great actor.
Guys, I want to give you a little reminder before we go to break and we hear from the Can of Convict Project. If you tag a friend and the word grow, you have a chance at winning one of two $50 gift certificates to Growactive Solutions.
Yep.
And if you tag a friend and the word CERT, C-E-R-T, half word, I guess, you can win a certification from Elevate Holistics. Tag a friend and the word CERT for a free cert from Elevate Holistics, and a friend and the word grow for a chance at one of two $50 gift certificates. We got a tight race, Steve, before we head into the break. Julie Farella leads the field by 3. Lucas Renati 1. Aaron K. Old 2. Abby Little Nash has got 1. Jeffrey Cushcosh Mages has 1. And Dominic Foster has 2. We're going to let everybody hear from the Can of Convict Project. After that's about 4 minutes or so. Listen to the Can of Convict Project. Stick around, because if you're in or if you're in this race, you got 10 more questions to potentially pull away and win some awesome prizes, guys.
Keep Kush Coach off the board, too.
We're having some fun. Stick around for a word from the Can of Convict Project.
Hey, good evening. This is Chris and Christina with the Can of Convict Project. I hope you're enjoying the show tonight. We're here with Steve from Elevate Holistics, and we're here to give you our weekly update.
So Steve with Elevate Holistics was the one who put together the fundraiser for Canna Matriarchs, Aiden's Alliance, and the Can of Convict Project. So we're going to take a moment today to say thank you to you guys for your generous donation. As nonprofits, all of us rely on these donations to do our primary purpose. So it means everything to us that you would put us out there and give us this money to do this great work. So please tell us on your end. I know you guys had some stuff that you are working on and individuals who are going to benefit from this. So please let us know, how are you still giving back to the community?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I want to start by just saying thank you for the great work that you two are doing for the community, and just really helping those individuals that have been wrongfully incarcerated and helping them get back on their feet. So, as the founder of Elevate, we had our 1-year anniversary in January, and I got with my team. We're like, what can we do to kind of celebrate this 1 year of being in existence and working through COVID, and what could be something that's positive for the community. And so we really wanted to start a Facebook group where let's combine this give back campaign with this Facebook group creation. And so what we did was for every 10 people that joined the group, we donated a free certification to Veterans Patient Access Foundation out of Kansas City. And then as people joined the group, they could nominate nonprofits to benefit. And then the top 3, we won $2,500 split between the 3. And so we had really the Can of Convict Project, like they said, Aiden's Alliance, and Canna Matriarchs were the ones that were nominated and came in 1, 2, and 3. And so, we're just really excited and grateful that we have such strong cannabis community that was able to really, we had hundreds of nominations, or dozens of nominations, and hundreds of people participate in the poll. So, it was a great turnout, and we're just excited and grateful that we get to benefit such great organizations.
Well, thank you so much, and congratulations on your 1 year. Congratulations to all the individuals you are continuing to help with your Give Back campaign. That's fantastic. The
$500 is really going to help our cause out quite a bit. We can do so much with it. There's such a number of ways where we can use different donations like this.
So some of the ways that we plan on using the money, because I know people that donate are curious, where is this money going? How's it going to be used? So it costs us money every single time we send an email, a letter. Just that alone is time consuming and expensive. So getting these stamps, as they call them, for their JPay emails, for all of them, that's going to help us stay in communication with them. It's going to give us money for filing fees when we're ordering their prison records. That costs money. Merchandise. There's a million different ways that we're going to be able to use this to really positively impact these POWs and their families. So thank you so very much. And thank you to anyone else who has donated to any of these nonprofits in the past as well, please keep those donations coming in. Again, we can only do this through your donations. Otherwise, it's coming out of our pockets, and we spend a ton of money out of our pockets. So we're very, very grateful. So thank you all very much.
We definitely want to give a quick shout out to Happy Rock Farms. They also gave us a pretty generous donation in the last couple of weeks. And so donations from Elevate Holistics and Happy Rock Farms and all these different individual groups really helps our project keep rolling, and all the help from the community. And we appreciate everything that you guys do as well.
Well, keep up the good work, Stephen. Thank you so much for including us. All right, guys, that's it for our weekly update. Again, stay connected with the community, stay involved, make your voices known. We're not done yet. Enjoy the rest of the show.
That guy was a PH, Steven, and I'm going to let it slide just this once, because the V's and the PHs don't get along very well at all. But you know who I do get along with very well is Chris Smith and Christina Fromer, because Chris Smith, I got to hug him at the end of the 270-mile bike ride across Missouri. We tried to raise a little money for backstoppers, because what the Cannifest Project is doing and what we want to try to do is bring everyone together, because we believe that if you get the right info and if you're a logical person and you start seeing and hearing some of the patient stories and some of the prisoner stories, hopefully you're going to change your mind, and we're going to change enough minds to start acting logically about a plant that has so many different rules than any other substance around. Today I was having conversations about med cards and how kind of hard it is to get a med card, and the whole thing, like, get on this website, now wait for this, now you got an email, and the older people are like, I don't know what to do with all these portals and stuff like that. Like, what do I do? I'm a portal? Am I going to be taken somewhere to a different land? They're worried
that's why people like Elevate Holistics are helping out, you know?
Yep, no doubt. And so we want to make it easier. We want everybody to get cards. We want everybody to get legal. We want everybody to experience what it's like to replenish your endocannabinoid system. The first question you ask yourself, do you need medical cannabis? You know, like, a lot of people do. A lot of people, it can help with many aspects of their life. And with guys like Beau, it makes me feel like I can grow cannabis, high quality medicine at home for very, very inexpensively compared to other methods and other ways of getting your medicine through dispensaries, through the suits that everybody's like, whoa, get them out of here. So Beau, what are some frequently asked questions? What are some, if we wanted to start with this grow competition, which it sounds like we are going to do that, old Krager McGregor, what do you got for us?
So real quick, Chris and Christina are awesome. You know, Chris is like the first person I met here in Missouri.
Really?
Yeah.
Great representation of Missouri. Yeah. You met a good one, dude. Yeah. That is awesome.
Definitely. Yeah. I was over in Kansas City, and we were looking around at this building, and
he was taking pictures of you.
We just hear this voice
creepily
just go, "Hey, what are you stoners doing?" Right? And you turn around, and it's this guy, and it ended up being Chris. And then he was like the first person I met. Like,
he's everywhere. I think you ever seen the movie Multiplicity?
Yes.
He's got 4 or 5 Chris Smiths.
The Michael Keaton of weed.
I love Michael Keaton. I love that guy so much.
All right. So autoflower tips, right? All right. So let's talk about those.
I guess we should throw out there, if you have any questions about growing autoflowers, throw them out too.
Absolutely. Then I don't have to come up with this stuff off the top of my head. I like questions.
Ask questions.
Yeah, absolutely. So a lot of the big questions that we get with autoflowers, right, is lighting schedules. Right, so that's just a big one. How I explained in the very beginning that they don't need the change in the seasons in order to flower. So that's a big one. I personally recommend 18 and 6. Some other people out there, they might recommend something else, but that's what I recommend. I think that everything needs a period of sleep. I'm cranky when I don't get sleep.
I bet not. I don't think Beau could get cranky.
I get cranky.
I don't think so. Hey, is that 7 days a week too?
Yes.
Or in the Beatles' case,
8 days a week.
8 days a week.
But then another big tip that a lot of people don't know with autoflowers is the minute that the roots touch the sides of a container, they will automatically start to flower.
What?
Yes.
So do you want to have a bigger
container
to let those roots get out there a little bit?
Exactly. So I do not recommend starting them off in any type of seed pods or anything like that. I actually would just plant my autoflowers personally into the container that they're going to finish in. So whether you're going to run them in 1 gallon containers, that's up to you. That's small. Or you want to run them in a 10 or a 15 gallon container, I would just start them in that container, and that way you're not transplanting. You're never taking the chance of being root bound and having those plants just go to automatic flower on you. That's just like a general rule of thumb. And what I see a lot of the big guys doing, like some of like the commercial grows and stuff that like Immaculate Seeds deals with, what they'll do is they will put in a smaller amount of soil into that container. So say they'll fill the container up halfway, and then they'll plant the seeds in there, and then as the plant comes up, they're going to keep putting more soil around the plant. And so, number one, it's going to add to support of the stem and the plant, over its lifespan, as well as letting your soil be able to dry out, so that way you're not, a little seed in a 10 or 15 gallon container. That's a lot of water, and you can drown that seed very easily. So if you can start off with a smaller amount, you're going to let those.
Aren't you
roots
burying your bottom part of your plant?
No.
Like the story with Jesus and the donkey in the Bible. Remember, like the donkey and the guy were stuck in the hole, and they had to sprinkle the dirt on the donkey's back, and the donkey shook it off. And that's how he got out of the hole. You know what I mean? Same concept here with the autoflower. Aren't you covering the bottom part of your plant?
Well, so nodes are growth spots on the plant. So anytime that there's branching that starts, right, that starts at a node. And so the plant doesn't know.
It doesn't node.
Yeah, it doesn't node what it's doing, right? So if a node is underneath of the soil, roots will start to grow from there. If it's above the soil, stems start to grow.
Okay, Daddy.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said that.
Yeah, I'm not his daddy, just for this out there. I do not have any children. I do not claim him on my taxes.
Oh, yeah, we'll see. We'll see by the end of the night. Okay.
But so that's one trick. Yeah, that's one trick that I see a lot of like the bigger commercial guys, or I work closely with Immaculate Seeds, and they work very closely with Humboldt Seed Organization, who have some awesome lines of autoflowers as well, like their OG and their Bubba Kush. And that's how I see them starting their autoflowers in their own greenhouses. So, yeah. So, I mean, if they're doing it,
there must be something there.
Must be something. Right? And it's just because, again, all the magic, and we've talked about this in previous shows, all the magic happens in the drying period. Right? So how quickly can you wet that soil down, and how quickly can you get it dry back out? How quickly can you develop that root mass? Right? That's what it's all about. Right? So
this is exciting.
That's where the less soil comes in, and then you just keep putting more around it. You just keep putting more around it. Right? And then you add to support, and that way you don't get a leggy seedling that comes up and falls over. And because that's another big thing with autoflowers, is just any type of shock is going to take away from your end result. Yeah, check out that thing.
Jeez Louise. Who's that?
That's an autoflower?
That's an autoflower. That's one of the magic melons that you're
That's a magic melon
for the competition.
Melon. Get the F-H-O.
Yeah, so if I could tell this story too real quick. This is not just like, one of those, what do you call them, the California grow some good weed guys. This is not
California grow some good weed.
So this is not just his result. I had a customer the other week come up to Growactive, and he was like, "Hey, buddy, I need to show you my plant." So I was like, okay. Like, usually people then will proceed to pull out their cell phone and show me a picture. Now this guy says, "Come on out to my truck." He's got a Magic Melon autoflower, full bloom, in the front seat of his pickup truck. Brings it out, puts it on the sidewalk. We're right by Tower Grove Park, right? This is right in the middle of St. Louis for people who haven't been to Growactive, right? Has an autoflower, and it literally has a football-sized cola.
No, it doesn't.
On the top of it. It's this round.
Collegiate or NFL?
NFL.
Oh my
NFL.
God. That's
Oh
a
yeah,
big
this
football.
was the pros, and this was this guy's second crop ever, right? And I can't even speculate what the weight of that top bud was, but it was bigger than my arm, and football size round. And he's just like, "Do you think it's done yet?" I'm like, "What? What?"
Yeah, Dirk Diggler. I think it's done. All right, buddy.
Actually,
get that thing
he
inside.
probably still had another 2 weeks.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, because he had it in a big container. And so that thing was just kept moving and grooving. So when I really looked at the plant and started looking at the bud and looking at the pistils and seeing the color changing and everything, he probably had a week or two still to go. And this guy was
like, well, back to the truck. Drives around for 2 weeks.
Puts the seatbelt on.
Oh, yeah, he did have the seatbelt on it.
Awesome.
Safety first. Safety first.
That is awesome.
But again, this was this guy's first grow inside. So this was not outside like this in a greenhouse. And it was absolutely amazing. I have never seen anything.
Do you recommend taking your plants from inside to outside and giving them a little sunlight?
No, I do not.
Damn, I was going to do that, Craig.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
No.
Don't you sabotage it.
No.
Don't do that. Okay.
Just
man.
because outside we're susceptible to pests, right? So you can
Tell me about it.
Yep.
Here-
Anytime I
in
walk
here,
out my
too.
door, people pest me.
I get it.
So the same thing with the plants, right? So anytime that we take them outside, any little creepy crawly could have gotten on them while they're outside. Right now, we're going to bring that back inside, and we're going to contaminate our nice, clean indoor garden. That's just a chance that we don't want to take,
Right.
in my opinion. I'm sure that there's people out there that do it.
I just thought maybe, take it out for an hour or two and be like, hey, baby.
Take it for a walk around the block.
Yeah. Put it on a skateboard and drag it behind you a little bit.
That's fine.
Okay, what about blowing a lot of wind at it? Don't you make me do this. Like when you get a fan and it's blowing across it and it's really like kind of giving it. Do you want to mimic like weather patterns? Am I crazy to think that like it'd be better to kind of have it windy for a little while and then still and then kind of mimic the outdoor? I'm
with
crazy.
you.
You never want like tornado.
No, I'm
effects. So you don't want them
build a
like
tornado
blowing
inside of them,
sideways or anything like that.
But like strong and soft and kind of like.
So I like to use like an oscillating fan. Okay. That way it hits them, goes off, hits them, goes off. And I just want to kind of see everything just dancing a little bit. That's how I've always described it. Just a little shimmy in the leaves. They kind of just,
feel like
they do this.
I like what you're doing right now, and I'm a big fan of that. But I think that, sometimes when you got them going like this, every once in a while, they need to be like, whoa, and then every once in a while, they're like,
I wouldn't recommend the whoa.
Well, no, that's just like every once in a while. I'm building these babies up. If they can't handle a little wind, then maybe they weren't supposed to be growing in my garden.
Hey, and everybody has their own thing.
Everybody's got their own thing. I'll destroy those things with wind if I want. I'm in there with like a leaf blower.
So autoflowers, like I don't. Why
looking at your ear?
Why are the old heads?
No, they're not.
Why are the old heads not as interested in those as they are like photo cannabis? When I'm looking at that one, that dude's holding a 7-foot freaking plant. Like, is there? It's
like the unwritten rules of baseball.
Perceived, fallback to growing autoflowers.
So
as photos?
number one is that they don't get as big.
Okay.
Right.
That thing looked pretty big.
That looked decent to me. Now, again. Things have come a long way, right? Autoflowers weren't always autoflowers, right? That they weren't always like this, and still today, not every breeder can make them.
Is that guy in the competition? Because I'm gonna own that.
Tell him something, brother.
He looks like
someone I'm gonna own real quick. Remember his face. Put it on the list, Mr. Sunglasses Man. You're done in this town.
That's gonna be my catchphrase. I
Like,
decided.
you're done in this
like
town?
it.
You're done in this town. You know how the Rock had like,
He's like,
can you smell?
I don't live in your town, sir.
Well, he's just done in St. Louis if he ever comes here.
Never get action in St. Louis.
The other thing is that the not having control, that to a lot of growers is a very big thing. Is having your garden under control. We build these environments, we build these greenhouses, and we put all this time and energy into making sure that we have our temperatures and our humidity, and that nighttime it drops another 10 degrees, and we do all this stuff to then not be able to control the plant.
Yeah,
Wait,
no,
what?
a little control.
I can't tell this plant when to.
How much time is it going to consume if you're controlling everything like you do? You control freak. How long does it get? How many hours am I going to have to dedicate to Craig's day to watching these plants?
Craig's day? Not much at all. And that's the nice thing about.
Do you recommend getting cameras so you can watch your plants all day?
If you want to, I think it'd be cool for you guys to do.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool too.
Yeah, and also as a security feature. Some people add that in. Some guys who use hydroponic systems, they'll have a camera, and so that way they can monitor, or if they have like a remote garden, that way they can monitor what's going on and they can see any issues. Then then they can go right over there, check out to make sure that this timer's working right or whatever the problem is.
And you can help us with the competition, right? The grow store will be able to like help.
Yes.
Like not do it for us.
No,
That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's going to do everything for us. It's not like my science project in 6th grade when Randy made one of those devices that has the nails on the two sides, and if you only have like 3 or 4 nails, it'll pop a balloon. But if you got like 100 nails on there, so Randy had to nail this thing together in the middle of the night. It's not going to be a situation like that.
No, I'm not going to be
grow
nailing
these weed
it.
plants for us.
Yeah, no, I won't be nailing you in the middle of the night.
Oh yeah, I bet. About that. Hey, do we have any questions for Beau on the line?
Let's see. No, let's see. It's a baby. Steve, not a 7-year-old. Strong and soft. Advice is accepted. No, it doesn't look like it. There's nothing.
No, nothing on there. Oh,
No
you
questions.
could have said nothing instead of.
No,
Beau, I think, has explained everything so well. Do you have any other frequently asked questions? Because we're getting ready to get back to trivia time.
So any other tips that I would have is just really environment. It's mining all of those things in your garden. So no matter where you are, no matter if you're outdoors, no matter if you're in a greenhouse, no matter if you're inside, mining your environment and making sure that your temperature and humidity is on point. Okay. Whatever that may be for you and you're growing, if you're running under VPDs or stuff like that, and, you can complicate it as much as you want to with the competition, but just making sure that your environment is in touch, making sure that's really the biggest thing. And then from there, just the love that you give your plants, looking at them, spending time with them, and realizing what they need.
And in the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make.
Nice.
Hey, okay, I just thought of a question. You were
Yeah.
talking about how you would plant it in whatever your finished pot is. Now, what does that look like for someone that's growing hydroponics?
So in hydroponics, I mean, that's just, kind of just going right into your system. That is a little bit of a tricky thing. You would have to start in a plug, and you would just want to...
Always do, see?
He
couldn't help it.
You want to start in your normal seed starting material, and then
plug.
from there just quickly transplant it into your system, and again just mind your waterings. That's the nice thing about hydroponics is just that you don't really container size doesn't really come into effect.
Okay.
What's your Instagram?
My Instagram
Yeah.
is Growactive
Personal.
Solutions.
Personal.
Personal.
No, I'm joking. Growactive Solutions.
It basically is my personal one. I answer all of them.
We're gonna follow our little grow, and if you follow Growactive Solutions and Hoosier Sophisticate, maybe we'll make it a Patreon thing. Maybe we'll make it a Instagram only thing. They got an awesome following on Instagram. We're gonna dominate this.
We've got 2 questions, one related to the grow, one related to growing autos. Actually, 3 questions. First one, I will give you a softball here. When is Beau coming to a Hoosier event?
Prom is 29th.
Next week.
Next week.
Okay. I'll swing by for a little bit.
Prom?
Right down the road from you guys.
Secondhand prom. You wear secondhand clothes. I never had a prom, so I'm reliving my glory.
Nice.
At this prom, I made my own prom. Yeah. Spanish Society, South City.
It's gonna be great.
I only went to a junior prom.
Yeah, I know.
And I wore a white tux, white and baby blue with saddle shoes.
Teen Wolf?
And I drove a 1986 Lincoln Town Car hearse at the
Yeah,
time. That was my personal car, and that's what I drove to my junior prom in. Futon mattress in the back.
Oh, you perfect. But you sure
I
don't
did
look
have
like
a
your grandma.
1986 Lincoln Town Car hearse at a 5.0 Mustang engine, and this thing was, I loved it.
That is awesome.
That is cool, man. I did not think you were that cool.
Yeah.
All right.
And neither did I.
Here we go.
I don't think I've ever been as cool as them.
I peaked that, man.
Do autos like the same temps and humidity as photos?
Are they talking about auto flowers?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, they do.
Not Autobots.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
Autobots.
Yes. So yes. They again, I'm talking general here because this guy might have this trick and that guy might have that trick, but for the most part, yes.
You're a beginning grower. You can kind of follow.
Exactly. That's 75, 72 to 80 degrees, 75 to 80, somewhere.
But if you're
there.
growing in California, Colorado, or Oklahoma,
you want to grow in 54
like 100,
or
100 degrees or like 50.
Yeah.
In that range.
Yeah, if you're from one of those states,
Idiots.
for sure.
They're going to listen to this show and they're totally going to grow it wrong. They're so dumb.
You got them.
Missouri rules. You guys are so dumb. You can't even grow weed at 50 degrees. You're gonna kill your plants. Grow them at 110 degrees. That'll be better. Oklahoma, why don't you have another tornado or something?
That's what you come up with. We'll apologize next week, guys. Tune in Monday night. Hoosier Sophisticate for your apology. All Oklahomans out there.
Well, leave. You know what I mean? There's a lot of
Hey,
tornadoes
listen.
there.
I think it's. Actually, Clay's asked this
Oklahoma
question.
City Thunder
Clay has thrown up. Don't be talking about Brick City like that, pal.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know. First, that's
A
the
lot
only
of
thing they
great
got.
people in Oklahoma.
Yeah, they suck.
Okay,
at growing
Clay's
weed.
asked us a few times, and so we better get to it. Clay, the guy that makes this.
Oh, that guy.
What are judging criteria for the Growathon? THC, terps? What's the?
So yes, it's THC and terpenes.
Okay.
So that's what everybody's going to be judged on. But again, there's not going to be any judging.
Right.
Everything is going to be lab
based
tested.
on the lab. It's based on the labs.
Why do I feel like he knew the answer to that question? Was just asking it to be like, guys, come on.
He was.
Let the people
Like,
know.
let me give
I
you-
don't like that. I'm gonna go on record and say I don't like that one bit right now. I'm joking.
Clay's baiting the show.
How dare you?
Grace
get
wants
the
to know.
information
She's
out
got
to the
a
people.
3x3 tent. The first grows next month. It's going to be inside. What kind of nutrients should she get? I know we've covered that a few times. In organic soil, tell her what she needs in their starter pack.
So that's a hard one. There's
What's the
so
main
many.
ingredients?
There's so many out there, right? So there's a bunch that I prefer. But really, at this point, like I tell everybody, is if the bottle says grow, 9 times out of 10 it grows. If the bottle says bloom, 9 times out of 10 it blooms. Now, where that company derives those nutrients from is really the difference between company to company and what is going to give you different results. So whether they're deriving those from high grade materials and minerals, organics, stuff like that, or they using just like
smelly cow farts.
Yeah, here's a little nitrogen.
Here's a little smelly cow fart for you.
Yeah.
It's not even the best cows that are farting in here. It's like the least athletic cow farting.
So like I can tell you a couple of my favorite brands.
What did he say?
House and Garden, Green Grows, which they're awesome. They do all dry organic fertilizers that are meant for cannabis. Also, Growactive, we just got in a new line called West Coast Horticulture that make a really, really awesome, very cheap, not cheap, but very affordable, very high-end organic liquid line. So that's West Coast Horticulture. BioBiz makes another one that's really great. Also, Cutting Edge Solutions. They're also sponsoring the Autogrowathon. Those guys, they make a really awesome nutrient. I've also used that stuff for years and years and years. The owner of that company is a guy named Uncle John. That's what he goes by. So for all those Grateful Dead fans out there, that this is Uncle John. He's one of the OGs. I've looked up to him personally for a long time. He's been up in the hills of Humboldt, and he's been really trying to change the cannabis industry for the better for a whole lot of years, I think, since the 60s or something like that. Cutting Edge Solutions is also really, really good stuff.
That's awesome.
There's really it's I don't want to say you can go wrong, but at the same time that also comes down to also practices of the gardener, because I've had stuff that was grown with stuff that I was maybe I don't want to throw anybody's names out there, but maybe a little general hydroponics stuff, but what that grower was able to do with it worked, and it was very good.
It's a weed, man.
Yeah. So I mean, it really all depends on what you want to do. The only thing I can say is look for a nutrient company that wants to that grows the way that you want to grow. So that makes nutrients the way that you want to grow. So whether that's organic, whether that's for terpenes, whether that's for biggest buds, whether that's for you want all of the above. Yeah.
Fullest bush.
Guys,
I'm talking about the plant.
Then that's just really where you want to go, and look at some of the smaller companies out there. Sometimes some of those guys are doing some really cool things, but again, House and Garden, Cutting Edge, Green Grows, West Coast Horticulture, they're some of my favorites.
Are there any cultivars that are hardier or more hardy than other cultivars? So
yes.
Okay, so you might look into getting a little hardier one that's maybe a little harder to kill, is what I mean by hardier. I'm just saying, if you were a starter, is that something to maybe look into?
I mean,
or you say go for it.
I say go for it.
Okay,
right?
Just kind of get a strain that you always wanted to grow, whatever might work best for your ailment. Because now there's at least some sort of information online where you can look up what cultivars do what for certain people. We're learning that certain people may feel different things from different cultivars. So, you never know. Go out there and grow. You got nothing stopping you. There's guys like this, Beau Bradley from Growactive Solutions. Follow him on Instagram. There's guys like this who are willing to help. He's just willing to help people too, which is great. Come into his store, Tower Grove.
Yes, Tower Grove.
Tower Grove South.
It's technically Tower Grove South.
Okay.
It's off of Hartford.
Yeah.
It's off of Hartford and Grand. Go see him. Talk to him.
Yeah.
Touch him. Feel his energy. Light a fire in his trash can. I don't care what you do.
You come see me. I'll help you grow. I prefer if you didn't light the fire in the trash can.
I don't know why I said that.
And the touching... case by case.
All right. Do we want to get into our trivia questions, or do you have any more gems of knowledge to drop on them? We can talk a little bit about the Autogrowathon at the end to wrap this thing up.
Then I guess really, if anybody has any other questions, but other than that, I mean, we kind of covered it. So I mean, some tips. I don't want to tell you guys how to make the sauce. You gotta go do that yourself.
I'm gonna make some sauce, baby.
Yeah. Do it.
Wait, you said no nacho cheese and milk. Remember I said I asked milk?
No. And it's for nacho cheese. So remember, they need that.
Oh, that's right. That's
they,
right.
They need the nacho cheese.
Yes. Milk, no.
No milk.
Yeah, no milk.
Yes.
Calcium's not. It's not. The Dairy Association has lied to us. Okay, it's for a different show. All right, Craig, we're going to get back into a trivia time. And is there any way to pay attention
if that jabroni Kush coach is still in here watching? Because if he is.
He is.
Yeah.
Well, if you're watching there, Kush Coach, you jabroni, I got one thing to say to you. You're done in this town.
All right, let's get them with these questions.
Back to the let's get to the leaderboard here. Julie Varella's got in front with 3. Aaron K.O.'s got 2, and Dominic Foster has 2. And there's a couple people just sitting in the weeds with 1, but they got 10 questions to catch up here.
That's
you got
a good
Lucas
place,
Renati, Abby
sitting in the
Litherland
weeds.
Nash, and Jeffrey Kush Coach Mages.
He had -1 for talking trash.
In your
He's out.
town.
In my town. In my town.
All right, guys. On to question number 11. When was cannabis made illegal in the U.S.? When was cannabis made illegal in the U.S.?
We'll take it the year that they passed the marijuana tax act.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. So the year they passed the marijuana tax act, what year was that?
Ooh, McGrower's close.
McGrower?
Julie Varela with 1937.
No, she's not.
It's
Is
the
she quick with the
Marijuana
internet?
Tax Act of 1937.
Yeah, and someone was arrested shortly after that, which makes the first marijuana arrest a tax offense, which is kind of interesting knowledge there, you know, because he didn't have the tax stamp. They should start printing those.
Yeah.
Why not? That thing's still in effect, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
That's guys, 1937. That's what we're dealing with right now. Like, get with the Cannifest project. This is ridiculous. There are people in cages over a plant while we get to sit here and jackass around about growing it in our houses legally, and they have people in there working for pennies on the dollar over non-violent drug offenses. It's ridiculous. All right.
All right. Question number 12.
We could say what president too, or no, I don't know, because I think you could kind of give this to a couple people, right? This next question. What do you think?
Well, you should probably be more specific. No, yeah, I would say which president.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who is credited for starting the war on drugs? Which president was credited with starting the war on drugs?
Because couldn't you say theoretically it was? You know who I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
Old girl. Old girl.
No, not old girl. Nixon.
Who was the first
Nixon. Abby Litherland Nash.
Oh, you got the 3-worder? Did someone put Steve Elgin? How dare you? Oh, no, that says Nixon. I didn't start this thing. I'm trying to end it. I didn't start it, but I'll be damned if I don't end this, mother. I don't end this.
All
We
right.
got a lot of smart people on here.
Lots of smart
people. A lot of people are getting this one.
Here we go. Next question. Question 13. Who was the target of Operation Pipe Dreams?
There was a federal operation to get the person we're talking about. It cost $12 million, taxpayer dollars, to try to arrest this gentleman, and it took...
that's coming from the Twitch.
Twitch got it quick.
Herfy's on the board.
Nice.
So what they did is they got a bunch of federal agents who got hired by Tommy Chong's company, and then they shipped the bombs illegally, and that's how they ended up getting them.
Yep.
Unbelievable. If you look up some, I heard of Operation Pipe Dreams. I'm like, is that a joke? Like, is that a Cheech and Chong movie? Operation Pipe Dreams? Like, oh, that's one of their movies. No. That's a federal operation they had against Tommy Chong because of the war on drugs. I'm sorry to beat you guys over the head with it. And can I mention this again, Craig?
You can do anything you want.
Can you take us to the big screen, buddy?
Sure, man.
Bo, hold this.
Hold
'Cause
that.
You're so good.
Okay.
You make that look good. Here we go. Now you're gonna want to watch these things because you don't know where Ben and I have been. This next question is going to take a little explanation. But this is from Sweet Leaf Emporium. They're with us on our quest to end the war on drugs. They want to give this away. It's a butter maker. You can make butter in 20 minutes. It says it takes a little bit longer, 10 minutes. I think I heard it takes about 20 minutes to make butter that you can cook with. Edibles, medicine. Here it is. And then you got this bad boy. This is just fun.
Yep.
This is fun. Let's not take the fun out of cannabis. Let's not take all the fun out of cannabis.
Okay, great.
Cannabis is
You got it.
medicine. This is my favorite thing. I wish I could keep this.
Just pull that thing a foot back.
I wish I could keep this.
Just do it for me one time.
Oh, I'm going to put it in front of him. Now is it focusing?
Oh, there you go. Okay.
See that, guys?
Little toe pipe.
This thing is so beautiful. Like, I'm not doing it any justice right now. Then you get these things from Sweet Leaf Emporium in Farmington.
And you got to like the Cannifest project.
And you got to like the, I mean, you don't have to, but you should.
You
should
to.
go like it. I'm not checking that, is what I'm saying. And, don't forget about these guys. Native Hemp. I'm just saying I take this before the show.
Okay.
Don't worry about what I'm doing over here. And Nolan's Tribe of Cannabis Warriors. We're going to give this away soon. This is... I don't care. I'll do whatever I want, dude. I'll do whatever I want.
No, you actually got that to focus pretty nicely for a second. For 2 seconds. Then you turned it sideways and lost it.
Thank you. All right, guys, that's what we do. We try to help people. You heard Beau talking about the Conscious Alliance earlier. That's what we want to do. Like, we're 3 guys who just are giving, very giving gentlemen. We're always just giving. We're giving it to people as much as we can, and that's what we do. And that's what fills me up, giving it. All right, you want to hit him with the next question?
Question number 14. This one's going to take some. You're going to have to. There's no simple one.
You're going to have to copy and
looking
paste.
at that one. I was like, wow.
What's going to ultimately probably happen is who is the quickest
to copy and paste.
Copy and paste what this is. Ladies and gentlemen, non-binary sentient artificial intelligence. Question number 14 is: what is a terpene?
I'll take just like I don't actually know. I was asking
terpene?
people.
I got it.
No, I'm kidding. I know.
Right here in front of me. I
Greg,
got
I
the
know.
answer key
Greg,
in red.
I know, buddy. I know. Why aren't you typing them in though as we go?
What is a terpene?
What is a terpenese? I
What
speak
does it mean when you
terpenese. I don't
speak
speak
terpenese?
English. I speak terpenese.
Herfy is not messing around.
Is that Twitch? Is that the Twitch feed?
Twitch is not messing.
Twitch might come back and win this whole thing.
He's not messing around, or she.
He or
are
she,
not messing
they are
around.
not. Who cares what they are? They are
human
great.
being.
They're a human. No, we don't even know if that.
A lot of good answers rolling in. Hervey was on it.
Herbie was like, dude, Twitch is it. All right, you ready for this next one?
Oh, this is something.
This is great.
All right, guys.
This is great. Don't say this is something.
Oh, this is something.
This is something.
Blank is a biological system composed of endocannabinoids, which are endogenous lipid-based retrograde neurotransmitters that bind to cannabinoid receptors, CBRs, and cannabinoid receptor proteins that are expressed throughout the vertebrate central nervous system, including the brain and peripheral nervous system.
Oh, it just helps with all of your homeostasis. They already got it?
Twitch might be on a little bit of a
advantage. Twitch is running. Guys, if you're not watching this on Hoosier Sophisticate Twitch TV, you're going to lose. Twitch.com, Hoosier Sophisticate. Yeah. If you're not watching it there, you're going to lose this.
You can go to HooserSophisticate.com and choose to watch it from Twitch there.
I liked your NPR voice, too, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Try to give it a nice little run. Actually,
are the Facebook people coming in dead last?
YouTube came in, too. Late to the party, but packing heat, baby.
Who said that?
Herfy.
Late to the party, but packing heat. What has Herfy got? Are you keeping tabs?
Herfy's got 3. Julie Varela's still out in front with 4.
Did she leave?
No, she's in. She's
in. Is she on Facebook?
Aaron Cale's 2. Abby Litherland Nash is 2. Dominic Foster's 2. Jeffrey Kushkosh Mages.
Get him out of the room. And out of this
1
town.
and Lucas Renati 1. All right.
This thing's amazing.
Question 16. Oh, I like this one. What is the name of the cultivar that everyone will be competing with at the Autogrowathon?
What is the name of the cultivar that everybody will be competing with at the Autogrowathon?
What is the name of the cultivar that everyone will be competing with at the Autogrowathon?
You like to grow weed, Jack? Do you? Jack?
Oh, see who's been paying attention. Not exactly going to get to go to the Google machine, are you?
Yeah, they can go.
Are you going to go to the Google machine, are you?
Yeah, they can. Can they go to the website?
They can do anything
Cannifest.
Weed. Weed. Who said that? Twitch?
Oh, Jeffrey Coach Major says Magic Malone.
I teed that one up.
You really did.
Damn it.
That's 2 for the Kush Coach.
That
Nice.
hurts. Please, guys, do not let this guy win this. Please. Is it mathematically impossible yet for him?
Oh no, he's still he's got a puncher shot.
Oh no. How about that next one? No, you missed one.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. 17. What about 16? What about 17?
It's the same one there, bud.
What about the next one? Is that the one I missed?
This is the next one.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
We got 2 answers.
What does Beau know?
Beau knows 2 things really well.
What does Beau know?
And only 2, let me tell you.
Only 2 things.
Murphy says hydro.
Oh my God! As soon as we said it. Are we on any delay on Twitch?
I fucking hope so. Not that
Why?
we can ever.
Why do you hope we're on a delay? It's not like we have a beep button or anything like you can say. What about what is the other thing he knows very well? If you remember from our first
bonus points.
So for some of our Facebook people,
No bonus points. Sorry,
I need to make it clear that because they think that they're in with the first answer. If you're watching on the feed, it's the feed on the left of the screen.
Oh yeah, it's
That's
the feed on the
everything
left
here.
on the screen,
and so
not on
Murphy's
Facebook.
coming pretty quick here on hydro. We got a tie. We got a tie up front right now.
Oh, Murphy! What does Beau know? Hydro.
Beau knows hydro. That is true. But Jeffrey Kush Coach May just says autos. Evolution Mag coming in from Twitch. Oh, everybody's getting in on this action now.
Bonobos.
But bonobos was the other acceptable answer.
What is the next question? I don't know if I know.
And that is all people. Let me assure you of that.
Question number 19. How many states have legalized cannabis in some form? How many states have legalized cannabis in some form?
I think I know that one, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think I do too. I better check.
It's the in some form.
In some form. What do we got? Because we might have some people.
First one says 38. Second one says 26. I think it's... We're getting close, guys. We're getting real close here, guys. Tabitha says 44. What are you doing? No one said
not
that
on.
yet. Oh, nice. Okay, very good.
Yeah. Is that what you got too?
That's what I found.
Yeah. No one's got it yet? Even Twitch hasn't got it yet?
Nope.
In some form.
33, Alexis Breckenkamp.
That's what we were looking for. That's what we got from, I'm looking on Business Insider. That's January 1st, though.
Well, yeah, there hasn't been anything passed since.
Has there not been? Okay.
Hang on. Marijuana is legal in 11 states for adults over the age of 21 and legal for medical use in 33 states.
Okay.
So,
well, is that combining them?
No. Yeah. I mean, anywhere that's
30.
got...
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not 44.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 33.
53.
All right.
Did anyone say over 50 so we can ridicule them?
Alexis Breckenkamp on the
Write
board.
her name down. She has no chance of winning.
Just playing spoiler.
This is
because
a two-horse race right now.
It
Yeah,
really
you guys
is.
can all play spoiler right now. How many questions we got left, Krager?
One. We have
This
one
is the last
question
one.
left.
So, okay, hold on. So,
hang on.
Julie has to answer this right.
Oh.
You know?
Ooh. Julie has to answer it right or Curfy has to answer it right.
Yeah.
It's a two-horse race.
Yes. Someone can play spoiler and win it for Curfy because Julie has to get it before Curfy and has to get it before everyone else. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
She needs a point. Curfy doesn't need a point.
Well, they both need a point. They're both tied at 4.
Oh, they each have 4? I thought.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, so it's out of those two.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is between Julie and Kurt. Julie better hop on Twitch.
Hey, here we go. You'll all see it at the same time. What was the first country to legalize cannabis? What was the first country to outright legalize cannabis?
I was so wrong on this one, guys.
I hope I'm right. You can't believe the
What was
internet
the
all
first
time.
country to legalize
Who's
cannabis?
going to get
You're
it?
right.
Come on.
Yeah, that is
Julie or
definitely one that
Curfy.
I haven't heard before.
Julie or Curfy. You can even watch the comments because if you guys don't know.
Julie, don't worry about the last one. It's a district.
Julie, don't worry about it.
You got to get on this one. What was the first country to legalize cannabis? Herfey is wrong, by the way. Julie, this is your. Where we at? We got them coming in. Argentina, South Africa, Canada, Netherlands, Romania.
Oh no! They haven't said it yet.
This is something I would have never thought of, guys. Like
to legalize it, not
Herfey, Uruguay.
He said it. They said it. Herfey wins. Herfey, send us your real information. Put your address, your soch, and your full name in the chat there. And
Mother's maiden name too.
Address. We'll be sure to send you all of this good stuff because they just won. Herfey won Twitch.
They just won on Twitch.
That'll teach you to leave this bullcrap platform. Facebook is a slow crap platform. Twitch is firing on all cylinders.
Well, either which way, Julie and Herfey both get awesome prize packs. Julie, I'm going to throw in something nice for you because she said, well, it's actually 33 states and the District of Columbia.
Yeah, I said states. It's a district.
I'll give her a bone. I'll throw a little Hoosier Sophisticate bone
for the
District of Columbia.
You better not. How dare you? No,
I will do that.
Yeah,
I will do that.
I
will do
totally
that.
Yeah.
Totally.
Just give everyone one. Give everybody a trophy, Craig.
Guys, let's go. Let's recap the Autogrowathon and wrap this thing up.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So
what is it?
The Autogrowathon. The everybody go to Cannifest.com
with an I.
CANNI Fest.com to register. Go around again to JJ's Tires and we're gonna Bobby's Pizza. See if they can sponsor you.
I love that. They sponsor your softball team.
They
can sponsor your grow.
They sponsor you in a walkathon, right?
Yeah.
So why can't they do a
like in 6th grade?
Oh, yeah. Breaking. Jeffrey Cush, Coach Major says, "Much love, Steve. You're going down, brother." That's how he typed it out.
That's immature.
Oh, wow.
That's super immature, buddy. Let's grow up a little bit, okay, guy? Putting a bunch of extra vowels in there. Get a life.
Nice.
$420, 420 growers.
Yep.
You can win your share of $25,000 in prizes.
Exactly, and show everybody else that Missouri's here to stay. Right? You might be new into the cannabis game, but I know that there's definitely some very good growers out here, and show the California, and then they don't really know what they're doing.
They have no idea what they're doing.
Colorado, I mean,
I've never heard of it.
all their stuff's just dry.
Yeah,
you ever have Colorado weed? It's just like dust. It's just like poof.
Can you even grow it in a mountain?
Yeah.
Is that possible?
And is there
50 degrees?
Is there anybody even in Oklahoma to grow the weed that's there?
I forgot about that. They're going to grow it in 50 degrees. I can't believe it.
Yeah, so.
Oklahoma's at 106, bro.
Yep.
They're so dumb.
But yeah, register for the competition. Come on out. It's really about making friends, joining up with the community, see other growers that are out there, and doing this for a cool thing. Because again, the Conscious Alliance, that's all we're trying to do. We're just trying to get truckloads of food for families that need it, right?
And bragging rights too. It's
Yeah.
cool. I
Yeah,
mean, you're
definitely.
helping people while you also get to kind of drag it around a little bit.
Sign up ends at the end of August
Yes.
31st.
So hurry up and do that.
Pick up all your genetics at your local grow sponsor, grow store
Definitely
on
like
September
Growactive
7th.
Solutions.
So you're in St. Louis, Growactive's your spot. You're
Yep.
going to get some Magic Melon Auto seeds.
We're Team All Gas
You're
too,
going
by the
to
way.
get a thing of House and Garden
Gas?
Newts, I think, right?
All Gas.
I could
GAS. Growactive
All
Solutions.
gas, Growactive Solutions.
Yeah, not that.
I heard you farting during the open.
Yeah.
Whenever
Sorry
he
about
mentioned
that.
your name, he was farting, just like when you ate that chili pepper.
Got me good. Thing got me good.
Got him good.
Would you have this? Would you say? A
Scorpion.
snort?
Yeah.
Yeah, the sneeze fart.
He did. No, he cough fart.
Cough fart.
First week of September, you pick everything up. They collect all of the samples on December 19th and 20th.
Yes, they got to be back
And on
in.
January 16th, we're going to find out who's going to get 10 grand and the rest of the share.
Yeah,
25.
take a trip to Humboldt. Going up there, it's lovely, guys. If you've never been, it's always better to have somebody else pay for you, right? So,
sure.
Just grow some
all
good weed.
vacations are
Take
better
it,
like that.
yeah. Take a trip to
I'll pay my own way.
Humboldt. It's personally like one of my favorite places on earth. There's nothing like just being up in the mountains, in the trees, right on the edge of the ocean. It's truly a magical place. So if you've never been there, go get a free trip. Grow some good weed. Get a free trip. You know what I mean? You'll get some money to spend while you're up there. You can go over to the dispensaries. A good friend of mine runs the ganjery up there. So
What's wrong with you? Join the thing.
Yeah, just sign up and just grow some good weed. What's too hard about that?
Bo no hydro. You go see him. He'll hook you up. You can grow some good weed. Okay?
Do it.
You got questions about bonobos, too?
I'm your guy.
Bonos,
there.
bonobos.
He'll get you hooked up. Hydro. He even knows that when you have soil, you sprinkle a little bit more on that. And nodes, he nodes that those turn into roots.
Yeah,
I didn't note that. I didn't note it. Did you note it?
I didn't note it.
None of us knowed that before we got to show. Now we know all about those nodes. And I'm nude from the waist down. My node is nude from the waist down. Guys, what a show. It's been fun with you guys again. It's been so fun. Thank you for playing along with trivia. Congratulations to our Twitch winner.
Yeah.
Twitch is way
again,
better
tag a
than
friend and the
Facebook.
word GROW for a chance to win one of two $50 gift cards to Growactive Solutions. Tag a friend and the word CERT for a free certification from Elevate Holistics. Thanking all of our sponsors, Taproot AG, MCIA, Humboldt Green Offense, the Cannifest Bowl. Go to cannifest.com. Check out the Canaconvict Project, guys.
Yes.
They're doing big work, big, important work. Donate what you can.
Thank you to Sweet Leaf Emporium.
Thank you to Sweet Leaf. They said, what did he tell you? He said, we got to get people supporting Canaconvict Project. We got to get people on board.
That's what his main thing. He goes, please give this stuff away and get people to follow the Canaconvict Project, Christina Fromer and Chris Smith, because they're fighting for the people who don't have a voice anymore. Imagine being that person in a room where the guys are just eyeing you up like a side of ribs, okay? Just like a piece of bacon. And you got to live that day in, day out. That's ridiculous. That's pure fear. I'm serious. Like being locked in a cage with people who are there for serious offenses. They are the voices for the people that always get forgotten about. So thank you to them. Thank you to Sweetleaf. Follow everybody who supports us. Evolution Mag, KC Weed Blog. Nate on Cannabis has had to go to Twitter lately. I think he's trying to get his Facebook back up and YouTube. Follow him on YouTube. But yeah, that's the deal. Let's end the war on drugs and let's make friends. Like Beau said, with this whole growth thing, we're going to make some friends.
Yeah.
I made a friend out of Beau.
Yep.
See?
I kind of like Steve.
See, we're friends.
I feel you.
You guys got something in common.
All right, guys. I'm going to
did
give
it.
a little treat here.
Hey, hold on real quick. Does Clay have any scripts he wants me to read?
No, I think I already did that. I took care of that. You're
Okay,
welcome,
good,
Clay.
because I wasn't going to read it.
I know you weren't. That's why I did it. I'm a
wasn't gonna
professional.
read it.
I'm a professional.
And actually, hopefully next time, guys, we'll be back with another.
We're going to teach him how to extract,
bonanza.
right?
Yeah.
Oh,
real?
man.
Yeah. The sequel part 2.
Man.
Next time we're going to
Extraction,
extract
the
again.
sequel.
Yep.
Yep, at Growactive.
I got some big old lights.
It's going to be a blast.
for that one.
It's
Yeah.
going to be a
Big old
blast. The
lights. I'm bringing
last
that one.
extraction
Okay.
was so much fun.
And we're going to
And
bring
people,
that camera.
I had so many people compliment
Oh,
us.
bud.
They loved it.
Yep.
Oh,
Another one. Our one of our big sponsors of the Autogrowathon, Green Bros. We're going to be doing some work on some Green Bros machines.
Oh, I'm ready for it,
And checking those out. We already played with that Alchemist.
was
But
one
we're
of the
probably
funnest
going to do
days
that
ever.
again one day because,
It's just
why
fun.
not?
Yeah.
Right? But yeah, next week we should have, or next month we should have some good amount of fun doing some extraction again. So
That just made my night.
definitely. So
All right,
tune in
guys.
next month.
Oh, follow Aubrey Strong, too. Shout out
Yep,
to the
absolutely.
family. See you guys.
Hey, DJ Shabba.
Hey, ladies.
Yup, yup.
I'm gonna smoke a little weed, boy.
I want to grow some trees, boy.
When I grow all the weed that I smoke,
And I blow all the trees that he grows.
and I smoke all the weed that I grow.
And I grow all the trees that he smokes.
Well, I'm growing and I'm smoking.
So I go see Beau.
Puff, puff, pass. And
kind of smoke what I grow, yeah. Growactive Solutions. And I'm growing the hydro.
Beau knows hydro.
And I'm growing the